I've been thinking about this idea of gifts and spiritual gifts and public friend. What makes a public friend? Every human being, every being on this planet has a gift, right? I don't think everyone, thankfully, has a public leading. And for friends in our communities that do have those public leadings, I think there is a common misconception that we see those as individualistic leadings. When they come to us in our communities and they say, I've been really grappling with this, I've been really struggling with this thing, and I really need you to help me. I think that sometimes public ministers get, well, why are you special? I just wish that instead of doing that, that we were able to frame this as a exciting opportunity to be in ministry with one another, because that is what a public leading really is. It is opportunity for a being in your community to represent this beautiful leading that you get to accompany.
Those of you who have worked for Quaker Orgs are there because you have a ministry. You bring your gifts and your talents and your passion. You bring life and vitality. You create community. I heard friends talking passionately about listening to God and being a conduit for God, that is the role of a minister. And yet I hear lots of friends express the need to be very quiet about or very skeptical about distance of the divine. And that worries me. I heard Dr. Christie say it before. Why the hell are we here?
In Ephesians 4, you have the apostolic gift, which is the launching of new ministries in response to the needs of the moment. You have the prophetic gift, being aligned with God's will and declaring it and living into it. It's a love of holiness and truth. The evangelistic gift, which is sharing the good news and inviting people into a close relationship with God. The shepherding gift, which is embodying that love through community, and the teaching gift, which is really clarifying truth in an edifying way and bringing people into a greater understanding of the world that God has given us and how it is ordered, because none of us was made to understand in fullness what God is offering us and inviting us into. We need each other, and we need each other's insight and leadings and ministry to more fully understand.
I've been thinking
Welcoming
about
children in
this.
worship is good, not just for children, but for all of us. I've come to see that it is not only a practical consideration for membership development, but it is a moral and spiritual imperative. Have you wondered how much more vibrant and transformative worship could be if children were fully included instead of being sent out? In my head, I'm like, yes, centering children is not the magic bullet. It is the way forward.
The most
Welcoming children
important
in
query that faces any business meeting is, what does God want to say or do through us in this time and place? And if that spirit prevails, whether through custom or through conflict, then people need to also be aware that the rawness of their leadings need to be welcomed, don't need to be. People can operate from passion, from ecstasy. They don't have to speak like a tape recording.
This is why it's the many motivations for visiting other meetings seem to me to be breeding grounds, mulch for the growth of travel in what we would call a public ministry. When one starts to feel that the Spirit is laying a duty on us to go visit something, someplace, somebody, undertake a calling of any kind, then it becomes a community concern, as we all know.
We have silenced each other. We have tried to one up each other. We have tried to play the game of who is better, what meeting is doing it better. But better is it what we are being called to? How do we call each other to faithfulness, to be able to bear our wounds and bear witness to where we have failed?
By all of us as this first cohort to spread that message and re-energize our spiritual connection to the meeting and to the world.
We have redefined what ministry is and what eldership is. We all have the capacity to do those jobs, but we need to support each other in that. We joke about my husband and needing being having the ministry of coffee. Every week without fail, he goes and he's one of the first to arrive, and he makes the coffee. This is no small thing. This is bringing people together earlier than the hour of worship to share their weeks together, to share their cookies together. And this has made our meeting a fellowship, a family. And so I think that the idea that we can all be ministers, the labels are not that important, but the support is for people doing good work, whether they're doing it within the meeting or publicly.
When we came down here, I felt so hopeful and happy to be coming to be with other emerging ministers and elders from 5 different meetings on the East Coast, all up and down the East Coast. And our meeting was so excited. I'm one of the elders, and for our fellow and me to be coming down here, they thought it would be a really deepening experience for us, talking about ministry in such direct ways. And they believed that we will be bringing back some wisdom, some new ideas, some ideas for renewal. As we are now in the 21st century and carrying Quakerism forward into the future, and spirit with us. And when we got here, the fellow from a meeting and I as her elder, we were just as exceeded all our expectations. When I say that, it makes me want to cry. It's just been so wonderful. I expected there would be deepening and friendships developing, but we really have become a family in 1 week. And it's because of our love of our faith and our cult ministry. It is because each one of us has such gifts, and they're different, and they're all such enormous gifts. We have enjoyed deep worship. We have enjoyed focused discussions about ministry and every aspect of our Quaker faith. And it's been immersive. It's been like a whole life. It's been a life-changing experience.
I first received a leading for my public ministry when I was working as a congressional staffer in the House of Representatives, thinking that I came there to work in policy. Then I saw the challenges that staffers were facing, dealing with moral injury, having to make decisions that did not always align with their values, looking for direction in terms of vocation, dealing with serious issues of burnout and high turnover. And showing up there as a Quaker, I saw that we have centuries of practice and thought that has gone into how do we show up and serve the public good and stay grounded in that and true to our values. And I saw many good people leave the Hill during my time there, and I wish that they would have had spaces to process what they were doing and seeing. And so I created that, and I've been really blessed to have so much support from volunteers and also financial support from my meeting and spiritual support for how I show up in that work to support people who are supporting our entire legislative branch, because it makes us all better off. Being here at the Incubator has further affirmed that I have been on the right path with it, because there have been many times of doubt. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity and for this community.
We are coming to the end of our week-long residential retreat with the Friends Incubator for Public Ministry, and we have undergone a transformative and deepening experience. We have been converted into deeper forms of faith. We have shown each other that there is enough love to support taking great risks in the name of call. We've noticed a variety of different kinds of ministry and honored the emerging ministry in all of us, regardless of our age. There's this emerging sense of courage, of love, of responsibility, of commitment, of care, of unknowing, of bravery, of curiosity, of embeddedness that is weaving us all together. And I'm so excited to see what happens for this amazing project, the Incubator for public ministry, at a time in the world where we need people to stand up and to be poured into with love so that they can pour into their communities. And this is a regenerative process that everyone gets, hopefully, everyone gets to experience. We get poured into so we can pour into others. And we're a microcosm of that process. It's been an honor.